Here we go. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. I am your host, the average magazine carrying enjoyer that your mom said that we have at home. Thanks for watching. The purpose of today's video is I'm going to talk to you about why carrying 22 magazines in a loadout is probably a bad idea. Before we get into the topic of the video, guys, if you enjoy my content, please leave a like on the video. It helps more than you know. Leave a comment. The comment I want you to leave down below is how many magazines you realistically would carry if you had to walk out your back door and couldn't walk on roads or any sort of path, if you had to break brush or walk through any sort of elevation and elevated terrain. Let me know how many magazines you would realistically carry. Keep in mind, you need to have an assault pack with at least 48 hours worth of gear, if not 72 hours, and you have to carry all your own water and food. So let me know how many magazines you would realistically carry with body armor and a helmet, no handgun included. With all that being said, guys, Patreon, it's $5 a month. You can give more if you want. I'm only asking you and my real people to give $5. What does it give me access to, Trench? It gets you access to a lot of things, but the most important thing is the Discord channel. The Discord channel is where we stay up late, talk about all my favorite magazines and why the Army is new. Tan magazine are perfect for all your everyday LARPing needs. So check out the Patreon. If you want to see the behind the scenes lifting content, consider heading over to Instagram. Check that stuff out too. It's where I post all the behind the scenes. Lastly, I've been repping PSA lately because they've been making good stuff and they gave me a link for you. If you need to stock up on a bunch of magazines, use the link below. It'll help me out. It'll help you out. All right, guys, let's get into the video. So I'm making this video in response to a poll or a situation post that I put up recently. I saw a lot of comments with guys saying things like, I would carry 12 magazines or 15 magazines. I saw some pretty crazy comments, upwards of 20 magazines. So I want to talk about the reality. Couple realities of a gunfight. The gunfight will last as long as you bring bullets for the gunfight. That is a reality. So yes, you do need a lot of bullets with you, but there is such thing as too much. The reality of the situation, guys, is you have to be able to get to and from the fight. So that means you need to have a well-balanced team with a well-balance of magazines. If you overload every single member of the team with over 15 magazines and they're wearing body armor, then that's going to be a serious problem because they need to have at least 5 to 6 quarts of water, maybe 2 MREs or Mountain House meals on them. Okay, they need to have some sort of poncho liner, hand grenades, and all the other planning and sustainment items that you would typically have. Okay, so just ammo is not all, fighting is not all about just ammo. Yes, the rule of bring as many bullets as you want the gunfight to last, yes, that applies. But if you're working as a member of a team and a squad, which you should be, because if you're doing anything in real life, for realsies in Minecraft, you need to have a squad. Because if you're doing this just by yourself or with a buddy, that is bad news bears. A minimum of 9 people is going to be preferable. Now let's get into that. There's 2 loadouts. So let's say you have a minimum of 4 to 9. Preferably 9 people, because to actually win a gunfight, you need to bring more firepower and more ass to the gunfight than the guy you're trying to kill in Minecraft. Leave your favorite Minecraft ghost emoji down below if you've gotten this far. You know the ghost emoji? Leave that down below. So there's 2 types of categories. I'm going to assume you found 8 other people out of the 7 billion people on the planet, you found 8 other people that are like-minded that can actually train with you and get your back. I know it's asking a lot for some of you. There's 2 categories. There's with body armor and there's without body armor. If you're carrying body armor, you can be safe to say 7 magazines, okay? A 7 magazine basic combat loadout with all 9 guys is going to be good enough. The extreme, I would say, at the far upper end would be 10 magazines. That would be, I would consider that very extreme. I am an infantryman by trade. I have been for the past 11 years, okay? A lot of that time I spent it airborne, and a lot of the time I spent it looking like this 240 gunner right here, because I was a weapons squad leader, and I was a 249 gunner in my career. A lot of my guys look exactly like how this 240 gunner looks, sitting on this barricade, okay? Because you're going to be extremely tired from humping that much weight. So 7 to 10 magazines with body armor, okay? If you're carrying a handgun, 7 magazines, 2 magazines for the handgun plus 1 in the gun. Does that kind of make sense? That's going to be with body armor. Without body armor, yes, you can bump that up to 12 and at the extreme limit, 13 magazines. But again, there's going to be things in your chest rig that you need to consider that you should be carrying. Typically, if you're not bringing body armor, the reason would be is you're going to be out there for a long time. So that means you need to have a lot more food, a lot more water, more sustainment gear, more batteries for your radios and stuff like that. So, while it might sound crazy that ammunition, too much ammunition can be a bad thing, it can be, guys. I've seen guys try to carry mortar rounds on airborne operations. They'll get tasked, a regular rifleman, where they jump in and they have to carry 4 to 6 extra 60 millimeter mortar rounds. Well, let me tell you, they're going to be really hurting. Look at any 249 or 240 gunner. They're going to be really hurting. On a long movement, they have to start transferring the weight around, okay, to be able to actually stay in the fight and stay in the patrol. So if you're a machine gunner or have been a machine gunner, post down below how painful it is to have all that 1,000 rounds of ammo or 600 rounds of ammo based on what machine gun you're running. Post down below how much pain you've endured carrying that thing. All right, guys, let me know down below what your thoughts are on carrying too much ammunition. I know a bunch of fat dudes that have never actually walked with weight. And yes, I'm not attacking you, I'm just calling you out. I know a bunch of dudes that are untrained and have never actually carried weight through the woods for a long time with their rifle are going to say that, I would never leave home without 4,000 magazines. Well, you're wrong. And consider going on a ruck with some weight, or consider getting back in the gym, okay? If you got this far, guys, leave a beer emoji, because I'm going to go enjoy a beer after 6 days, 14 days of 14 hours worth of work. If you enjoy this content, let me know down below. Consider becoming a member of the Patreon. Let me know what your thoughts are on too much ammo. Okay, guys, because I know a lot of guys are going to say there's no such thing. Well, there's a line, there's a fine line, okay, between too much ammo and just the right amount, right? We all wish we could carry as much ammo as, in Halo, as you're running around and you are weightless with 1,000,000 rounds on, but that's just not the reality in our Minecraft server. All right, guys, have a good night, and until next time, it's going to be Trench Grenade, the average ammo enjoyer, signing out. Cheers.